and welcome back to the part 2 of this video. And so in the part 1 we have already checked the health of the plant. It looks really good. I'm going to be taking it out of the pot now. And just saying, if you guys have not subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe to. This is the condition of the root. Okay, I'm holding the plant. The plant has not tripped over. Roots are all over. One root is coming out. See, like a tail. One root is coming out with the soil. The composition that I've used is something like this. It's a basic composition. I'm using, say, about 70% of garden soil and 30% of coco peat. I'm not using any fertilizer at this point. I will fertilize the plant once it's adjusted with this pot. Okay, I'm not trying to give it a shock because it's already well adjusted and has already gone through an adjustment very recently in the climate. Okay, so I'm going to be fertilizing it once it gets adjusted to the pot another week or so later. Okay, maybe I will be posting an update on that. And these two are by volume, not weight. Okay, you can also use sawdust in this case. A little bit more, not using 50-50, 1:1 ratio of garden soil and coco peat, mainly because it's a jasmine. It does like the nutrients that comes with the soil, and it also will need a whole lot of water. So I'm keeping 30%, about 30% of coco peat and 70% of garden soil. All right. So the plant has been placed very gently. As you can see, some of the roots has loosened out a little bit. Now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be filling this pot up and I will let it rest. Also, let me tell you something. I'm not going to be putting any water to this at this point. Not today, maybe tomorrow, because the coco peat that I'm using is already moist and it has capacity, a tremendous capacity, which is why I love coco peat. It's also very environment friendly. It's not bad for the environment. It's from the coconut, right? So the coco peat I'm using is already moist. Okay, the coco peat in the pot that I've mixed is actually kind of moist. All right, let us fill the rest of the pot up. Press the plant downwards, because another thing about coco peat, it's really good for the roots because the roots stay very airy and can go really deep. But the best part is it's very fluffy. So I've just pressed the plant downwards a little bit. Also, as you go on pouring in water, slow and slow, the coco peat is actually going to subside a little bit. Okay. To make sure that the soil is layered precisely, you can use a stick, which is what I like to do when it comes to potting in the potted plants for the balcony garden. Also, coco peat helps a lot in balcony garden because the weight of the pots that you would be hanging on your rails in the balcony stays very less because you're using very less amount of soil. Soil is usually more in weight, and coco peat is really fluffy and airy. But basically, you will just be getting the plant healthy and getting it to flower a lot using fertilizer from time to time instead of a whole lot of nutrients from the soil, which we usually do in case of plain garden planting on the ground. All right, so this is done. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will be back with an update on how this plant is doing, and let me show you this plant was really well adjusted. There are new leaves which are already coming out. These ones, see? So that is really good. The bud is growing really well. This one. So the bud is growing really well. Also, this particular leaf is really new. So let us hope that this plant can handle this mild shock, and when it's a little bit more adjusted, tomorrow I will be watering it, not today. Make sure the coco peat that you're using is a little moist. Tomorrow I'll be watering it, and I will be fertilizing it after, say, 2.5-3 weeks. Not right now, and let the plant get adjusted. Use a coco peat that is moist when you're doing a repotting like this, especially when you have let the plant first get adjusted in the pot that it came in, and then you're going to be transplanting it. All right, so I will be back with you guys with an update on this, and stay tuned for more videos. Bye for now.